deck is 1700 hours Central Daylight Time, give or take a couple of minutes. I am coming to you to report a delay on the launch of the space launch system, Artemis 1 mission. And I am standing right next to an old rocket motor test stand of mine that is 25 years old. I used to test hybrid rocket motors on. How many other YouTubers have their own rocket motor test stand? All right, my friends, what I got to tell you is this. The Artemis 1, due to the approaching tropical storm Ian, which is expected to be a hurricane by what we'd hope to be the launch date of Artemis 1 on the 27th of this month, it's going to be bearing down on the area of Florida, perhaps the Kennedy Space Center area. We don't know. It's within the cone of uncertainty, and for the safety of the crew at Kennedy, because it takes time to evacuate people in a hurricane zone. NASA has decided to not launch on the 27th because if they try to set the launch for the 27th, they won't be able to give their people their time to evacuate should they need to, because you may know, if you've ever seen evacuation of these hurricanes, it takes time to get people out of these areas. So we have to watch it for this, guys. It's most unfortunate. They're going to be making a decision tomorrow as to whether or not to actually roll the vehicle back to the vehicle assembly building. Let's hope they don't have to do that. Hurricane season extended this year, says Drops. Hey, Granny. All right, so this is live chat. Now, by the way, guys, so what this all boils down to is they're still right now trying to keep open the option for launching on the 2nd of October, which is Sunday in that morning. And I'm gonna have to be on console at 2 a.m. if they do that. So that's gonna be kind of rough. I hate that on a Sunday morning, especially Sundays, my worm days here. But guys, the truth of the matter is that it's gonna be tight. I do not know if they have to roll that thing back. If they can get it back on the pad in time or not, and they don't know either. It's going to depend in part on if there's hurricane damage. I mean, at the best, they might be able to roll it back that night on the 27th, although there may not be any people there available. And that is a Sunday night. But at the earliest they could roll it back would be the 27th of this month, September. And that would give them roughly 4 days on pad to get ready for a launch on the 2nd. Now, I don't know if they can turn it around that fast or not. That's, not a ground ops guy at KSC. But that is a kind of a short window. They typically a lot more time than that, although I think with their clean pad approach, they want to be able to pull stuff in there and launch and go pretty fast. So that's going to be a challenge to them with this first time out with this vehicle. It's never been launched before, if they can do that. And of course, it depends on the state of the pad, the state of the VAB, the vehicle. I think we had one hurricane hit the vehicle assembly building in the entire history of NASA, and that was probably maybe 15, 20 years ago. Back there, I think it was right at the end of the shuttle era. There was some damage to VAB. I think there were still shuttles in it. I don't think we didn't have any vehicle damage. I know that, but it's been a while. My memory's a little foggy on that now. But we've had one hurricane, only one ever hit the VAB, hit the Kennedy Space Center direct. So maybe this will avoid it. It's in the possibility that it could go through that area, and they've got to be able to allow the people their time to evacuate. Oh, October 2nd, your brother's birthday. Okay, well, hopefully we can give him a birthday gift with the launch of this rocket. We need to get it off, because here's the truth about it. If we can't get it off on the 2nd of October, they'll have to roll it back to the VA again, whether they did it this time or not. And it's my understanding they're going to have to replace the FTS batteries and a lot of other batteries in the system and do some rework on the system, which could put the launch late October, maybe November. Now, here's the other story. SpaceX is planning to launch right now. Elon Musk is talking about a November launch. He said early November for his Starship booster. I think that's a little optimistic considering he's never done a full stack fire of all 33 engines. Now, he might can pull it off. If he can fire all 33 engines and they fired and burned good, but so far they've only fired 7 out of 33. So 7 out of 33 is a long way to go to 33. Now, I assume he's going to be planning to fly those 33 engines really soon, and that will be interesting. That'll be interesting indeed. So let's, he's still got, I don't know if he's got FAA approval. I guess he's thinking he's going to get it real fast. So it'll be interesting. If Artemis don't launch on the 2nd, who launches first? Will it be Starship or SLS? Of course, SLS is launching, the Artemis 1 is launching to the moon, and Starship will be launching in low Earth orbit. Very different missions. But the whole intention of the Starship is to eventually be the lunar lander for our crew going to the moon. So it figures into the whole thing. Once again, if you're just joining, I'm standing here next to, why am I standing next to this piece of rusty contraption here? This used to be a rocket motor test stand I was using back about 25 years ago. We used it from 1997, maybe 96, but I know we was using it in 97 through the year 2000. This was a portable rocket motor test stand. We tested a bunch of hybrid rockets on. So it's sitting on the back of Betsy Blue, my old 76 one-ton truck here. And right there's one of the tanks that we used to put nitrous oxide in. I think the other one is on the other side here. There you go. And we would wreck this straight up sometimes. And sometimes we did it like that. You see it's on rollers here. So we could put a load cell on it and it would squish up against the load cell. So that's how we did a lot of this stuff. And a lot of we put the bottles on. So we tested horizontal on this thing. We also tested our balloon launch return vehicle motors, and we also tested our Hart Catch Prize rocket motor on this test stand. This test stand belonged to our Altitude Research Corporation, the company I started back in 1996, by the way. This is on the back of my old, like I said, my old 76 pickup truck. So, guys, that's the skinny of it, is that we won't know whether they're actually going to roll it. They're not going to make a rollback decision supposedly until tomorrow. They're still trying to hold out for a 2nd October launch date for Artemis 1. And if they do roll it back, I don't know if they can roll it back and get it back on the pad again to support the 2nd of October. I suppose I'll know tomorrow or Monday on that. And then what happens next is, even then it depends on storm damage. It all depends on Ian, what Ian does or doesn't do. After that, hey, if they have to take it back to the pad and we don't make the 2nd October launch, they definitely got to go back to the VAB then. And that means a retrofit the systems. And then it's going to be up for grabs as who goes first. Will it be Starship or SLS Artemis 1? We'll see, guys. All right, I like my old 78 Chevrolet. This is a 76. Oh, I got a 78. I got a 78. Hang on, guys. Now, if you look right there, that's my 78. No, that's my, 79. That's a 79 two-ton truck with pallets on it. Got a 20-foot bed on that truck. So I got a 20-foot bed truck loaded with pallets, and this truck rode over the rocket motor test stand. Don't everybody have a rocket motor test stand on their pickup truck? Yeah, my buddy Tim Pickens actually built a rocket motor to run on the back of his truck. Anyway, I bet that puts a smile on the Betsy Blue. There you go. Maybe we should fire a rocket on the back of Betsy Blue. So yeah, I like to have my old 78. Oh, you like to have it back? Okay. Hey, I had a 50 model Chevrolet truck, and I had a 54 Ford. I wish I had my 54 Ford back. That's what I really wish I had. This old truck's kind of rough, but hey, she runs. She runs like the engine runs like a sewing machine. She just looks rough. I'm into functionality. Now that test stand looked a whole lot better 25 years ago. It's been sitting out in the weather for 25 years. Not too bad for that, guys. All right, folks, I got to run. I got a bunch of other things to do here. Good to see everyone in her cane season's extended. Dang, but Bess says, Granny. Drops, how you doing? Made a preps run to Spokane today. That's a good move, guys. Look, the world's going crazy. Hey, Jason, how you doing? We got skeeters trying to eat on me here. Just checking the messages here. All right, guys, I guess that's enough. I looked at everything. All right, guys, y'all take care. And I will do another Galactic Greg's video talking about, well, we got an asteroid impact mission coming up Monday. I'll try to do a live with that if I can. We've got I got an update to do on Enceladus in Europa. Alien life in our solar system. Woo-doo-doo-doo. Stay tuned for that. And Galactic Green Greg's, I'll be on Green Greg's channel. I'm going to be talking about worms for a prepper business and showing you the worms I got. And talking, I'll show you. I'll probably just record that. And I'm about out of battery on this phone. And I'm going to do a video on back on this thing with Russia. I want to do a China video, but the stuff in Russia's just got so much stuff imminent that we got to discuss. Guys, you got to get ready. Get ready. We're facing challenging times. So, all right, that's the topic for the other channel, not this channel. All right, everybody, take care. And we'll catch y'all. And Celis is interesting. Yeah, no kidding. Catch y'all later.